Hello Ryan, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One, to give you some tips and tricks you could use to increase your online presence, your traffic, your leads, and your business. I know you have some presence in Kansas City, but also increase the presence in here in Lawrence and Topeka. And secondly is to compare your website to a local competitor website. I want to focus the area in Lawrence and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them, get you on the first page of Google in Lawrence when it comes to plumbing services to increase your traffic and leads. So if you want to, whatever I talk about here, which I want to talk about content, backlinks, and citations, I'll show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business. And if you want to reach out, feel free to reach out. I can give you some more information or you could use these yourself. But first off, content. So in content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. That just depends on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. As you see here, very eye-popping website. Got accolades there. Catches the eye. Nice laid out website. Pictures on there. Your services. One thing I would just definitely increase is some of the content on your website. Relevant content, keyword content, which I'll talk about, and that'll increase your searchability on Google. Speaking of Google, if I was living in Lawrence, Kansas, I might type this in for plumbing services. Here's what typically comes up. A lot of times ads come up. Google ads are hit or miss. If you haven't invested in them, they're a good investment, but a lot of times consumers skip over those. Sometimes they come in this map pack here. This was citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we feel this is most important with searchability with Google. We call these organics. So the goal is to be on the first page organically when someone types in a service you do, an area you do. So, and we don't really count directories like Yelp and Angie's List that might pop up here because local consumers will go to a local website, especially if it's an emergency service. So your top competitor here is Action Plumbing Lawrence. So I'm going to compare your website to them and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them, get you on the top here. As you scroll down, you can see you're not on the first page of Google when it comes to plumbing services in Lawrence, Kansas. But you might have heard this saying, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. So you want to get on the first page right in front of the eyes of consumers. So to do that comparison, there's a tool we use called Ahrefs. And then we compare websites. We give us some analytics. And here's your URL right here. So on your website, you're using 107 keywords. A good start, but I would definitely increase your keywords. Higher volume, the better. And think about all the buyer intent keywords that you do. Plumbing services, plumbing repair. If you get into sewer services, whatever you do. Think about buyer intent keywords, not only in Lawrence, but Kansas City, Topeka, the whole KC metro area. You can get very creative and increase into more keywords. So more keywords, the better. Will increase your searchability. So here's Action Plumbing's website and their analytics right here. See, they're using 45 keywords. So they're using not as much keywords as you, but they're getting some more searchability depending on the keywords that they're using. So here's a good one that they're using that you might not have, Action Plumbing, even though their name is Action. I mean, anybody could have Action Plumbing. So you could distill that somewhere in some words in your website that gives you high search volume. And, we could use some of these other ones. I don't know if this is on your website or not, but Lawrence Plumbing and Heating, that could apply to anybody that does that service in that area. Lawrence Plumbing, that's good high traffic. So you could take some of those keywords, put them in your website. That gets you closer to outranking them, especially when it comes to Lawrence. So second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So a backlink is also like an endorsement of your website. Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. You could also think of this as a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other plumbing services, HVAC services, electrical company websites linking back to you. It doesn't give you much use for websites outside of the industry linking back to you. It doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So you do have some good numbers here. I know you have 993 backlinks with 274 reference domains. But comparing that to a local competitor in Lawrence, they only have 74 backlinks and 32 reference domains. So their numbers right here are very beatable. But we do a deeper research. For some reason in Lawrence, they're getting more traffic with 784 compared to, your numbers right here. You're only getting 90 traffic. So double check your backlinks, make sure they're relevant. Double check your keywords, make sure they're high volume, and you should get more traffic to outbeat your competitors in that area. So these numbers right here, I had to do some research, but you should definitely be getting some more traffic with the backlinks and the keywords that you're using. And then finally, there's citations. So we'll go to Google here. So citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google Business Profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. Again, the goal, you want to be on the top 3. Sometimes there's 4 here, but be in the top 3. Much like pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click this button for more services. So you want to be in this top 3 right in the front of face consumers. And to do that, you include citation directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, many more you probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. So the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what might be worth it. To be in the eyes of the consumers of here, start dominating that market, and right here. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads online yourself. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, please feel free to reach out. I can help you out with that, give you some more information. We could talk about your goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, that'll help me get better at making these for local businesses. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.